has a bunch of Hydralisks now. 3 bases fully mining. Hydralisk going from all places. The third gas now on the way. Oh man, Hydralisk trap on the way. Just ready to meet those Corsairs and shuttle. Although I don't think those Corsairs are flying in the trajectory of those troops. So we're going to see what happens there. Video being a little bit mean to me there, for some reason not a perfect source. There's Sarah scanning around, being caught a little bit there. Citadel of Doom now on the way. There's Corsairs now, could be caught in the Hydra's trap, the fire right over! And no. Oh, man. The Corsairs still moving around there. sAviOr, oh man, bad. sAviOr not paying attention there, not putting the Corsairs into a mic trap, although he might be actually waiting. No, he's not actually doing anything. sAviOr not taking advantage of his Hydras there, could have caught quite a few Corsairs there. These are these little mistakes that sAviOr does that prevents him from completely being back. If he fixes these little mistakes, he could, if not even go back to being his formal maestro self, then at least to being a fairly good player that does fairly well. More traps all over the place, just not being activated. sAviOr just letting those Corsairs flying around right into where a bunch of Overlords are around. We're going to see they're going to take out one Overlord there. sAviOr just not paying attention enough. Second Evolution Chamber form coming out, so he's going to try to get an upgrade count up there. sAviOr focusing as much as he can. He has to be very careful. He did get that heavy economic damage done early on, and he has 4 mining bases at this point, so that's a lot. Ooh, that probe gonna go inside. There's a Zergling there that's gonna attack it. It was Bisu trying to take a base there, but that's going to be denied by that one Zergling, and I don't think that Observatory is just coming up now for Bisu, and I don't think Bisu knows they're the Hydra, so maybe sAviOr is just delaying that trap simply for Bisu, instead of for those Corsairs, delaying that trap for this exactly. Those Hydras are still burrowed. Bisu has no idea that's there, and he might be simply just putting those Hydras there instead of catching Corsairs, waiting for that expansion to be on the way, and as soon as that expansion is on the way, he's going to attack. It also has Hydras grouping there on the ground. Now there is an Observer out, so sAviOr going to be very careful. Moving in with his Hydralisks now. This Hydralisk doing a lot of damage to those Zealots. Being microed very well, and those Corsairs are on the flying around all over the place too. Scarab not going up. Oh, Dot Scarab not hitting the Hydralisk. Pretty good micro there by sAviOr, running away with his Hydralisk just in time. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Zealots now moving down. Force. Bisu is going to try to take on this 6 o'clock base. Going to be met by Hydralisk in the back. And there are 2 sunken colonies going down there. There's nothing mining at that base though. And this Hydralisk moving and taking down one Zealot. Now we're going to see if they can prevent that hatchery from going down. 2 creep colonies on the way. We're going to see if they manage to turn into sunkens just in time. And apparently there are enough Hydralisks there to clean it up. Meanwhile, sAviOr also going for a Queen's Nest. So he's going to go for Hive, I'm guessing, pretty soon. That shuttle and those Corsairs moving in on that 10 o'clock base. Apparently, yeah, that shuttle does go down. sAviOr is not ready for this. 1 drone goes down. 4 drones going down. And he's moving those. Oh, he's moving those drones away instead of burrowing them. That was a little bit silly there. Oh man. More engagements all over the place. sAviOr has to be very careful. Bunch of Hydras there. He has to defend his bases more from these kind of harasses. sAviOr only managed to take out 4 or 5 drones there. Not immense significant damage, although he still has to be careful. Okay, Sunken Colony and air defense is also up for his at his 6 o'clock base. sAviOr at this point still on 4 bases. Bisu still on 2. I don't know if he managed to take that 1 o'clock or not. Another engagement here. Reavers. Oh, the Reavers are going to help take care of those Hydras pretty quickly. Lots and lots of Zealots out for Bisu, all speed upgraded. And he has a bunch of Zealots on the ground. He's going to skip the Goons. And he also has Dark Templar there. So he has to be very careful. Overlord on the way. Oh, those Reavers are going to catch so many of those Hydralisks. And that shuttle also speed upgraded. So sAviOr has to pick his engagements very carefully. He has to make sure he has Overlords alongside with a bunch of Hydras there. Another engagement here. Oh, Overlord getting caught by Corsairs. sAviOr now has 1-2 upgrades, 2 spines and 1 carapace upgrade. Bisu, I don't think he has any ground upgrades so far. Corsair is still flying all over the place, and sAviOr readying for a drop right inside of Bisu's main. Meanwhile, Bisu is dropping behind there at the 6 o'clock, but that Reaver, those Scarabs did not go around the minerals, so that was a failed drop there. Hydralisk still inside, doing some damage. Bisu moving back with a bunch of Hydralisks, and sAviOr still moving in with more Overlords and Corsairs as well. Gonna drop even more. Gonna have their High Templar though out for Bisu. So sAviOr has to be very careful. Storms, a bunch of storms going off, and a lot of those Hydra also being caught by some of those Scarabs. You have to be very careful there. Meanwhile, Bisu apparently going for a counterattack, moving in with a lot of Zealots right inside of Bisu. sAviOr's base. Bisu almost mined out inside of his main. Hydra's moving in, doing a lot of damage, focusing on that Nexus there. Meanwhile, on a counterattack from Bisu, bunch of Zealots, all Corsairs, 2 Reavers as well. Nothing to defend there from sAviOr. Not effectively, he's going to get taken care of. Although, Bisu loses the Nexus in his main. Does clean up with a High Templar, but loses everything. Corsairs moving in to... Scourge didn't manage to take out the shuttle, take out a couple of Corsairs, but those Reavers are now sitting down, completely vulnerable. sAviOr now moving in with even more Hydra. Is going to just try to push in as well. There are 2 cannons to defend from this new base of Bisu's at this 3 o'clock position, but they're not going to hold off those Hydras. Hydra's moving in, and sAviOr slowly winning this match. He did lose his 10 o'clock base, but damaged Bisu so much. It's preventing this expansion. Bisu has no Nexus at his main for now, so he's only mining off 1 base. sAviOr still mining off 3. So many Corsairs out of the flare. All on the field. That Nexus goes down. Bisu only has 1 mining base at this point, and even if he managed to get the Nexus inside his main is almost completely mined out, while sAviOr still has plenty of minerals, good drone saturation everywhere in all of his 3 active bases. The last Corsair gonna get caught by a bunch of Scourge. There's so many Scourge and Hydra Scouts, so sAviOr being very careful to make sure any anti-air doesn't prevent him. Corsairs and everything there being prevented. Hydra still inside, going to take out the High Templar that was there. Nexus trying to be rebuilt. 1 gateway going down. sAviOr being so good with such aggressive play. Still 1-2 upgrades for him. That Nexus trying to be put down again, but so many Hydras there going to be there to prevent that. Reavers also inside, and Archons now. Nice storms going off from Bisu, and a bunch of Zealots and Dark Templar inside are going to clean up those Hydras, but sAviOr putting a lot of pressure everywhere. Now a Reaver drop inside of sAviOr's main. Oh man, he burrows those drones just a little bit too late, losing I believe 4 or 5 drones there again. But sAviOr putting such good pressure now. Mutalisk's also out for him. That Nexus inside of his main going down. But Bisu has to focus at this point to be taking down another expansion. He only has his natural fully mining. And if sAviOr just keeps getting a huge military count, sAviOr will slowly overpower Bisu completely. sAviOr has slowly but surely getting a vice grip on Bisu. Again, a shuttle trying to be caught by 2. No, not going to be caught by those Scourge. There are cannons there as well as an Archon. Mutalisk also out for sAviOr, so sAviOr could be switching up a bit. Not seeing too many air defenses from Bisu except for those Archons and an Overlord flying there inside. That's probably just a sacrificial lamb. Seeing what there are now Dragoons though. Mutalisk now also flying out. Overlord being a nice tech. Using the Overlord to distract those Dragoons and moving in with Mutalisk to attack any remaining probes there. Oh man, and he's just gonna focus on this Nexus. Try to take it out. Dragoons now moving in. He's gonna see those Mutalisk are gonna be flown away. They're gonna be around to harass anything on the ground. Nice storm going off on them. Another nice storm meeting those Mutalisks, and Mutalisks meanwhile going to take out the Archon quite possibly before it manages to morph in. Bisu has weapons to upgrade. sAviOr still, I believe, at 1-2. I don't know if he upgraded anymore yet. I don't even know if he has a Hive yet up or not. That Nexus of Bisu did manage to survive. Another nice storm. Engagement here. Nice storm coming up for Bisu. sAviOr sometimes just not moving his Hydrask away just in time, but he has a large force on the ground, so he's pressuring Bisu quite a bit. Bisu still dying for an expansion. Mutalisk, still 2 Mutalisk outside, being a pain. Just gonna shoot anything they can. They are gonna be cleaned up by those Dragoons fairly soon, though. Those Mutalisk, interesting enough, do have a Carapace upgrade. To Evolution Chamber still pulsating, so I assume more upgrades on the way. Bisu still on 2 upgrades, and there's the Dark Templar running around with 4 kills. Bisu has to be very careful not to let those Dark Templars be his bane like they usually are in his matches against Bisu. And sAviOr at this point still at 3 mining bases, but those bases still pretty well done. Still mining pretty well. Bisu now again taking down a 12 o'clock base. He's starving for minerals at this point. I think those forces on the ground is the only thing he has. Now another engagement. sAviOr trying to move on in and trying to finish off these ground forces, although very good storms from Bisu and those Archons are what's preventing him from doing anything really. sAviOr also taking a base at the 4 o'clock position. So sAviOr also going to expand a lot, and there is a Dark Templar, though, at the 5 o'clock that prevents sAviOr from taking down a 5th mining base. I don't know if sAviOr has Hiver yet. I kind of missed that one, paying attention when they showed his main. Bisu now finally up on 2 bases. He has quite a large force, 4 Reavers, a Shuttle, Dark Templar, Archons, High Templar, as well as Zealots. Pretty good versatile force, and if you use those properly, they can torch any Zerg that comes his way.